I mean,
Hi everyone, what's going on? This is episode 217 of Background Noise. We got a bunch of cool people on tonight's show. Starting off with our boy Sheldon.
Hello.
Hi Sheldon.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. You?
I'm doing decent. Spring break is close.
yes.
It's close. Uh, it's within arm's reach, but like, I have T-Rex arms.
I have this 1 week of suffering left.
You could just finish school and work all the time.
I mean,
That one's fun.
we could. But not everyone gets to go into work and watch people play Call of Duty.
I wouldn't want to watch people.
No,
play
probably
Call
not.
of Duty.
It's
Maybe
sometimes-
on a real game.
It's a real
The
game. Come
liquor.
on, guys. Competitive. Come on.
Come on, guys. Yeah, there's a pro scene for Call of Duty.
Come on, guys.
Point me in the direction of the pro scene.
Call
Uh,
of Duty was the last
they're
good one. Come on,
playing-
guys.
Have you ever heard of Call of Duty 4?
Come on, guys. Black Ops was the last okay one. Come on.
Oh man. And then we have Hank.
No.
No, we don't have Hank.
No, I'm dead inside.
Well, we have
Well, we all are.
his
You have a
husk.
husk of my
Yeah,
true self.
yeah,
Join the club.
yeah. I like that we both decided to use the word husk to describe that too, because there's so many things we could have said. Like to
I'm
think,
suffering.
yeah, we're just in line that way, and
My
it's 'cause we're both
professor's a
villains,
fucking piece of shit.
so- yeah.
That doesn't sound fun.
Fucking, hey, by the way, 30% of your grade due Wednesday, no prior warning, not on any calendars or the syllabus. Ha ha!
Nice. What a guy.
That sounds fun.
Gonna headbutt a goddamn wall.
On the opposite end of the spectrum,
I am on the autism spectrum, but
my professor just emailed us saying, "Oh guys, I forgot to mention for your exam on Tuesday, you can bring a full front and back cheat sheet."
why don't you go fuck yourself?
Oh, speaking of go fuck yourself, hey, we have Mark on the show.
Yo, what is up, people? How's it going?
How's it going, Mark?
I'm doing pretty good, you know.
Dude, I'm glad to hear that you were doing the well.
As I just said, my professor sent out an
Yeah.
email saying, I forgot to mention you can bring in a cheat sheet, which this is database structures, which means I just need
Database
to know.
is terrible.
I know. That's why it's great that you can bring in a cheat sheet.
I'm with
Hate
it.
It's all just
databases.
command lines.
It is all command line.
Yeah, so it's
Fuck
great.
database work. Database work is mind numbing.
It is, but if
Yeah,
I can
you
bring
write
in a
a
cheat
script
sheet with all the command lines I need to know and what they mean.
Write a script at the beginning of your career and you use it for your entire life. You don't have to do work ever again.
Databases are terrible. I cannot think of a more unfulfilling career. If I worked with databases every day, I actually would kill myself.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like the class, but I do like the teacher, so it helps.
But like, more power to database administrators. If I had to do that shit every day, I would just fucking
Dude, I
swallow
would be
a
brain dead
goddamn
if I
gun.
had to do that every day. So database is just the most annoying shit ever. It's so boring. Because
Not difficult. It's not hard. It's just terrible.
yeah, because okay, at least with programming, like you're making something, but database is just, oh, I'm searching for something in the database.
Yeah, you just manage it.
You manage the information in a database, and that's it.
Microsoft SQL taking my lunch money.
Yep.
If you call it SQL, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I would
Yeah, I
call it
completely agree.
SQL.
People
It's
who call
SQL.
it thank you. People
It
who
literally
call
says
SQL
SQL.
make
like,
me
what
so
else are you supposed to
fucking
call
mad.
it?
Microsoft
Why would you even call it a
server.
sequel?
No,
It's not a sequel to anything.
Yeah, because to be a sequel, something had to be before it, you know?
Exactly. At least if this was like V2, I'd be like, okay, maybe I can see where you're going. But no, it's not. It's just fuck up.
Microsoft SQL.
I love how Chris in chat just said fucking programmers.
What are you, Sheldon? Database admin? Fuck yourself.
No, I'm
Fuck
a
yourself.
developer.
Develop? Even worse. Fuck yourself.
So my whole my whole time going to school, I was like, I fucking hate web development and I hate SharePoint. What I'm doing right now is web development for SharePoint.
Why don't you go make me a fucking style sheet, you fucking little bitch?
My
I'm doing
favorite
backend,
thing,
so it's not as bad.
Sheldon, my favorite thing about that was, I'm pretty sure I'm telling this correctly, that you called them asking for a reference, and they hired you.
Yes, that happened.
He wanted them to use them as a reference because I think he had worked somehow with them before.
I worked for them for co-op, and I was applying for government jobs, and so I contacted them asking for a reference, and they were like, "Okay, you start next month."
It's like, wait.
That's not what I said.
You tap your cell phone. Hello, is this thing on? This is not what I asked for.
Web development isn't bad. I like web development, but fucking A. I don't know. Database is terrible.
Database is terrible.
Do you want to know what isn't terrible?
Also, fuck you. I'm a cybersecurity
Yo, what is
guy.
up
Suck
with
my
this?
dick.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, someone that's not terrible and is a beautiful human being. We have Nathan on the show this week.
You think I'm beautiful?
You're damn straight at you.
You are. Why we love you, Nathan.
Beautiful human being. How are you, Nathan?
I'm pretty good, but I'm a little gross right now because I haven't been shaving as per custom,
Oh.
as to shave every Sunday just in case Chance is on.
You know, I'm not gonna, Nathan. Knowing you since like you were like 14, it's weird to hear like, oh, I need to remember to shave. It's like,
Yeah, I know Hank's even worse, but I've known Nathan for
Buddy joined your
I've
channel.
known Nathan for like 5 years now.
Nathan,
Yeah.
So
Nathan is always this innocent little 12-year-old.
yeah, Nathan,
Always.
how old were you when I met you? You might have been 12 or 13.
That would have been like 6th grade.
So
Yeah, 12
12.
or 13.
Yeah, 12.
Fuck, I met you in elementary school. Fuck!
And by the way, hi Chris.
Yeah,
Good morning.
early.
hot programmers, right?
Programmers.
I'm old.
Yeah. You walked in on us realizing that Nathan has to shave now.
That's well, okay. Has to.
I mean, no one has to.
Well, no one has to shave. You get what I mean? Like he can now because like he'd be a grown
I
boy.
think you should do a face reveal, Chris.
Okay, so I gave up like a month ago. So that's probably a bad idea.
Oh, what were you letting your facial hair go out? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Is it
not
is
in any like
still?
it looks
Yo.
horrible.
Ooh,
I have the most-
Chris, I want to see a picture, my guy.
I have like
Here's
the most
a-
disgusting
I have a funny
mustache and
story
shit.
about
Let me see it
today
then.
at work. So, funny story today at work.
Funny story. Let's hear it.
One of the chefs who's working there, he's 20. He's
Chef.
I don't know how he's a chef already, but
Chef.
he is. Me and one of the other chefs are talking about like, oh
Chef.
yeah, needing to shave, blah blah blah. He's like, oh, I haven't like shaved in like 3 weeks. He has
Chef.
like 4 chin hairs. I'm like, oh, you poor soul.
Yeah, that's when you say I shaved yesterday.
I did shave yesterday.
Yeah,
Chef.
no, him. I mean, like he just tells everyone I shaved yesterday.
Yeah, he should say that, or even better, this morning.
Yeah,
Chef.
chef.
I agree, Hank.
Yeah, Hank's making some really strong points here.
Mhm.
You know, we're only 9 minutes into the show, but I feel like I have no choice but to introduce Chris now.
Gross.
Chris is here. Hi.
He came in during introduction, so
He
I
did.
don't think there's a
Thank
better
you,
time.
Hank. I think that was the best introduction for me.
Well,
You're welcome.
Chris is an amazing individual with
That's,
very special talents.
Let's not get too generous.
He's pumped.
Pumped.
That one's accurate. You,
Oh.
you can't like debate me on that one because it's true
Debate
Yeah.
on what?
that he's pumped.
Pumped full of what?
Chris is pumped.
no, he has a pump.
Insulin.
Yeah, he's an insulin pump, so he's pumped.
My pancreas has Bluetooth.
Yeah, so
Pancreas doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
The aftermarket one works fine, thank you.
Hey, his second pancreas is working
Made in
beautifully.
China.
Chris, do you know where it's made from?
illegally.
I wonder if it actually says.
Yeah, does it say made in somewhere? Because that'd be great.
The black market pancreas.
Yeah, it's a black market pancreas.
Like, if it says...
And you see if you go to a third world country and get drugged, they'll open you up and be like, "Oh, I sold this one like 2 months ago."
That's a return investment.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that'd be funny.
Life is misery, then you die. XD.
Yeah. I would just find it hilarious that if they put, like, made in China, or, like, made in, like, Taiwan or Indonesia, like, on it, that would just be great. I'd be happy.
1 second, there's a clip on the back that I have to go.
Oh, okay.
I
There's
just wanted. Oh,
the potential's there to know.
What, Nathan?
nothing. I'm playing a video game.
A video game? Which video
Not
game are
giving
you
your
playing?
entire attention to the podcast? Okay.
No, I am. This game takes like
Okay.
25% brain power because it's bad,
Okay.
apparently.
Podcast
Okay.
needs like 12% brain power, so
Okay.
he's got a lot left over.
Who the fuck has 37% brain? What?
Well, it's the percentage of the brain you have.
No.
Alright, I'm out of ideas. I don't have
Me
anything.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The mount button is my push to mute button.
Oh, that's yeah, that's gonna that's gonna fuck you over in some way or another.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is the unfortunate.
yes, unfortunate.
Is this an update I hear, Chris?
There's just the like company's own information on the back of where they're located.
Uh-huh.
So I went to Google, and I don't know if mine was made in China, but the first one I found was Medtronic to build Chinese facility for manufacture of advanced diabetes devices, and it shows a picture of a pump that's slightly newer than mine, and I'm like, okay, that answers that.
Some say made in China.
So we're just gonna safe bet
Made in
my
China.
pancreas is made in China.
Yeah.
I should have gotten one of the organic ones.
Should have. You should just, like, ripped one out of someone else.
I mean, like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, like, just find a person that's not using it. Well.
Could just grow on yourself.
Grow one myself? Okay. That's a good plan.
Like
Yeah,
in a test tube or something.
Are you saying, like, grow second Chris?
No, a pancreas.
Oh,
Girl,
Chris.
I'm just gonna
would
use
be a
theirs
treat,
poorly
though.
and then take it.
Wait, what happens if you grew a second Chris and they also had a failing pancreas?
That's the thing, is it's a genetic thing, so I'm pretty sure if
Yeah.
I grew a second Chris, that their pancreas would be useless as well at 17 and can't have that.
Well, what if you use it for, like, from, like, baby pancreas to, like, 16? You'd get, like, 16 years out of that one, and then you just have to grow another Chris
I
after
don't know if
that.
we covered this, but if I plop another one in me, it might do 6 months before my body's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
hey, we got rid of the last one. We're getting good at this.
It's like, oh, you got us another pancreas to ruin. Great, let's do it. Oh man, and yeah. Oh, ooh, do I see in chat? Or in TeamSpeak, I see a little boy. I'm gonna drag him.
User
was moved to your channel.
Whoa.
Here's a
The
special little
fuck?
boy.
Who the
And
fuck
it's a
are you?
special little boy.
We
The
I found
whites
him.
only claws.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey. You go shit in the street, bud.
listen. Were you gonna be racist? You're gonna come up with more shit.
I don't need to come up with more shit.
There's so many things you could do about Indians. You could talk about how cheap they are. I literally told my brother he can't do my car today because
The
they're
most-
slow on gas.
The most insulting thing I can think of about Indian culture is that you just defecate in the streets.
So, Sky, we're worse than that.
Sky.
Come on.
Wait, Sky's in the show.
Hey, Sky.
Hi, Sky.
I just want you to know, there's a guy in my physics class whose name is Akash.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is he cooler than me?
No.
Okay, then
God, no.
Okay. Because anyone named Akash is a loser, I tell you. But anyways,
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
I
the
would just
fuck
like to
names their
say
kids
that,
Sky?
Chris, I think you look good with facial hair, man. I'll say it.
you're
Like
lying.
that.
Didn't know this was the gay podcast, but alright.
Wait, what podcast did you think it was?
I don't know. Oppressingly straight?
I thought we had to pick up the slack for Chance.
Yeah, Chance isn't here to realize, so we all have to be kind of gay.
How do you say to push a rope?
Yeah. We have Chance's rope company, if that's what you're looking for. But I don't think we don't talk about it since he's not here.
No sponsors this week, boys.
No, this is a sponsorless episode. If you want to sponsor Backward News, you probably shouldn't. That's a bad idea. Okay, anyways.
Sponsors seem fake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna roll for the first topic, so we don't talk about how the legitimate... Okay.
What?
So, I made a rule when it came to lightning rounds that if someone rolled for the lightning round...
You got the lightning round.
And they've done it already, they can pick it. They can pick who does it.
My ear hurts.
And pre-podcast...
Okay, yeah, just hit me with the question.
I said that I would like Hank to get the lightning round.
I love it.
So I'm forcing the lightning round on Hank.
The real twist there would have been going through all of that and then putting it on someone else.
Yeah, it would have been funny. But no, we got some questions for Hank.
What?
So, I'm gonna give us about 3 minutes to come up with as many questions as you can for Hank. You need at least 3.
Holy shit, every one of you gets
yeah.
3? Oh.
Yeah, we do. We could do more if we want to. So.
It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it will be. It's gonna be amazing.
2 of you ask the same question, I'm giving you different answers.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm a fan, I'll be honest.
Now I'm gonna use voice activation so I can back in my chair.
You know, I feel like there's a lot of good things we could ask.
Shit! I meant to press shift and enter, not... Okay, I can't use that.
Do you like men? That's a question. Okay, yeah.
Oh, are we typing them in? I thought
No.
we were just like...
You can...
just ask him.
No, you don't have to
asking
type them in.
Oh.
Hey, right, Sky? The fuck?
And the way we'll do it once we get to the questions, we'll start with like Sheldon, because Sheldon, your name's above mine. So we'll go like Sheldon, me, Mark, Sky, Nathan, and Chris, and we'll keep going that way until people run out, and then we'll just like circle back to the people who still have questions.
Howdy, neighbor.
Howdy there.
Howdy, neighbor.
Box of Q-tips is dwindling.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
How many questions do you guys got so far?
I've got 2.
I've got the same thing I typed in.
Well, I'll let you know I have 6.
Can I borrow one?
Not how
Maybe.
this works.
we'll talk.
Good talk. Getting really antsy.
Getting antsy now, yeah. I'm
Okay,
trying
now
to
I've got 3.
think of better ones, but I'm struggling now.
I'm trying to find out if I can like let him slip out something embarrassing during the process.
I mean,
There's not a single thing that I could say that would embarrass me, so
Come
no,
on, there's something.
there is not.
interesting. I'm trying to come up with questions that, they're good. Because some of my questions are like, what do you think of this? And then like the opposite side. So,
Bugs don't start asking.
I've got 3.
All right.
Everybody have
Does everyone have 3?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Sheldon, do you got 3?
Sheldon?
Give me a sec.
Is Sheldon even here?
Yeah, I'm here. I have at least 3.
Okay, cool. Mark, you have 3?
Give me like 2 seconds.
All right, yeah. Okay, Sky, do you?
Yeah.
Nathan,
Yes.
Chris.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, you can start going.
All right. Sheldon, ask your first question.
Cake or pie?
That's cake.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Interesting.
What is
Resting pie is shit.
what is the worst game you've ever played?
It was the worst game I've ever played.
Yeah.
Overwatch. I hate that shit.
Okay. Mark, you can go.
Why all the hate?
Why?
For what? Gonna have to
For
know we're trying to
everything,
say
Pepper, dude. Such a
I exist in a sarcastic state as defense mechanism.
I mean, fair. Sky,
Right,
it's you're up, yeah.
Who do you prefer, Sky or Hydro?
Oh god.
Can't make
Does
him
not
answer things like
compute.
that. Yeah, he's.
That's a hard question because I play with you guys at different like moods.
It's true.
I want to win and get better at CS. Hydro. If I want to dick around,
It's Sky.
usually Sky.
Yeah.
It's a trick question. The answer is Skyjo, you dipshit. Anyways.
it's a mixture
You're right
of
or wrong, you stupid fuck. These are my opinions.
Everyone still hate it's wrong. It's wrong. Alright, go Nate. It's fine.
What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Nice.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee or tea?
Yeah.
Of the two, tea, but both are terrible.
No, okay.
I didn't ask you about how either are. I asked you which one. Just answer the question asked.
No, fuck you.
We don't need your
I'm
extra
not on
opinions
trial.
here.
Hank, don't step out of line.
Swear to fuck. I could take everyone in this team speak. Come at me, you fucking retard. I will beat you with a goddamn belt.
Okay, wait, are we having competition about retardation? Because yes, I admit defeat, Hank. You are the top retard.
Okay, we're gonna. Sheldon, ask your second question.
What's your opinion of visors?
Anybody who wears a visor should probably be shot and killed.
Alright,
Get a
Hank.
fucking hat. It's 2018.
That's fair. That's
That's not
good.
true.
Hank, do you prefer dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Okay.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, Hank. What is
Yes.
your favorite type of food? Like Indian, Italian, Indian?
No.
Oh man. You
None
know
of this
stuff.
Mexican.
Okay. And then you make fun of the Indians for being dirty people.
Wow. Wow.
Mexicans can at least build things.
I'm kidding.
It's divulging into something horrible.
It was already there.
You're right.
Why
Alright,
don't you shit in the street instead of crying, Sky? Fuck off.
Alright, Sky, I think, right?
Yeah, if there was one place you could live on Earth, without a doubt, where would you go?
Wait, can you repeat my connection?
Where would you
cut out?
live? No matter what, where would you live if you had the choice?
New York City. Had this conversation.
I can appreciate that. Yeah, okay.
Ethan?
Blonde or brunette?
Oh. Blonde, yeah.
Fair enough.
Solid.
Why is Temple OS your favorite OS?
The silence.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna take the silence as you're not answering this one. Nothing. Okay.
Sheldon, good question.
There are no
what is a
slurs in the
Smartie?
world. What is a Smartie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like the candy he's talking about.
Again.
I figured. A lot of sugar and not really anything else.
It's Canadians and Americans have different Smarties.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do
that
you mean to say is
description
Americans have
does-
wrong Smarties?
Wait,
That
what
description
did you
does
call ours?
cover our Smarties.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah, I
guys call
guess
ours?
so.
Like rockets or something?
yeah, they're
Rocket.
called rockets
Yeah.
in Canada.
Okay.
Well, have you tried not being from a terrible fucking country?
To be honest, I would much rather have their Smarties than our Smarties.
I think they're like
Shut up.
chocolate candies. I think, right?
Why don't
Ours are
you
basically
fucking-
the base M&Ms.
They're
What the fuck
shitty
is wrong
M&Ms.
with
All right, I'm gonna move on to my next question.
This sounds worse.
Hank,
Yeah.
what is your favorite game that you've ever played?
What's my favorite game that I've ever played? Arma 2.
Solid.
Okay, Hank.
Yeah.
Have you ever read a book for pleasure?
Yes.
Okay, what's your favorite book?
That's two
A
questions.
series.
Okay, yeah, you can do series.
I really enjoyed the Inheritance Cycle as a kid.
Never heard of it. I'm gonna look it up.
Aragon. Horizon.
Oh, okay, yeah, then... Yeah, I have heard of it. Never mind.
Good books.
Good books, yeah.
Ski.
Okay.
Alright, Sky.
Sky.
Okay, what is... No, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever worn?
Worn?
Worn.
Whatever it is, it's
Oh.
not as bad as wearing a dress and going like Princess Consuela.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I have experience, okay? Anyways.
Do you have experience cross-dressing?
Wait, this is a no-judge zone?
I disagree.
Hey, no, the only person we're not judging right now is Hank for his answers. Anyone else?
The fact of the matter is, this won't make sense without context. But I'm a Michigan fan, and I was forced to wear an Ohio State
Oof,
shirt, and
okay,
frankly,
I
that's
get
the
it.
worst thing that's ever happened to me.
No, I.
Wow, that's
Oof.
fun.
For anyone who doesn't know, Michigan and Ohio State absolutely hate each other. Like
Yeah,
that
it's
is probably
pretty The biggest rival.
the biggest rival in college football. Yeah, 100%. Wow. Okay.
It
Wow.
hurt.
That hurts.
Or shit thrown at you.
That does, like,
Oh.
physically hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
was actually disgusted with myself.
That's for anyone who wants like a similar thing. That's like being a Yankees fan and losing a bet and having to wear like a Red Sox jersey
Very
to a game.
similar, yes.
Oh. I don't remember whose question is. Someone take it, please.
Oh, is it mine?
Yeah, I
Sky just
think
go?
so.
Yeah.
Do you think I would be a cute girl?
Yes.
What is my third question?
The fuck would I know?
There we go.
I mean,
I like it.
that's an answer to that question.
That is
Well
the
done.
answer to that question, yes.
You figured a way around this. I respect you, Chris.
I like that, dude.
Yep, that's a nice meme.
That's intuitive.
Sheldon, do you have any other questions?
What is your attainable car?
What?
Attainable dream car.
Fuck. Give me a minute.
We'll be right back when Hank remembers.
I like
his answer.
cars. There's a lot of.
I know, just fucking with you, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the Dodge Hellcat because they're childlike, and I really appreciate that.
Wait, the Challenger Hellcat or the Charger?
Hell yeah, the Challenger. Come on, buddy.
Fair enough.
Solid. Alright.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Hank, what is your favorite drink? Doesn't have to be
Alcohol
alcoholic.
or-
You could even hit me with both if you want. Favorite non-alcoholic and favorite alcoholic.
Coca-Cola is by far the best of any drink that you can put in your body. Terrible for you, will kill you, but it
Tastes
tastes
delicious.
pretty
though.
damn good.
Yep.
I disagree heavily, and I will not state why.
Because you're a Pepsi fanboy, why don't you fucking blow me, you two-bit son
Actually,
of a
cola
bitch?
sucks. Any cola sucks.
Oh, okay. You citrus-liking fuck. Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Um,
What did you have the other day that you told me? I can't remember what it
I
was.
really like screwdrivers.
Okay.
Screwdrivers are good, but only with good vodka. If it's with shit vodka, I get upset.
He didn't ask what your favorite tool was.
That's me. Oh.
That's actually pretty good, Sky.
Alright, where were we?
I think I asked the last one. Mark, do you have a fourth one?
No, I'm
Okay.
all good.
Sky?
No, never mind.
Nathan?
No.
No, Chris, you don't. Chris barely had a third one. What is his fourth question? Yeah. No. Okay.
Actually, I do have a fourth one. What happened to Hank 2, 1, and 0?
Oh, that's actually
Blackjack has already asked this question, so you're behind the curve. But
I actually know the answer to this.
yeah, they ate them.
Oh,
They became irrelevant. They had to be taken care of.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. They don't get to know the real reason your name's that. That's okay. I like it better this way.
I
It's better.
mean,
I didn't ask why his name was Hank 3. I just asked
What happened
what
to
happened
1
to
and
the
2
other ones, and he
and
answered
0?
that.
Yeah, he ate them.
two different things.
Yeah, you're right. Sheldon, did you have any more?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
What is
Oh,
your
good.
social insurance number?
Alright, so bear with me. 0, 0,
Okay.
0,
I'm going to cleverly place a notation over this section.
0, 0,
Okay.
0, 0,
Okay, got that?
0, 1.
Oh shit.
You might have lost him on that one.
He does strike me as a bit of a slow fellow.
Alright. Am I the only one with questions left? I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just going to go over and over again. I'm going to get 3, so don't worry. Only 3. What is the worst trait in a person, in your opinion? Like, what's the worst trait a person could have?
Pettiness?
answer?
I guess I would go with pettiness.
Pettiness? Okay.
People who go behind each other's backs and just like, if you get on your own friends, you're a terrible person and a terrible friend.
I respect it. Well,
I respect that too.
Yeah, on the contrary, what is the best trait a person could have?
Fuck. Not necessarily being like the best at something, but if you're actively trying to help people, you're a pretty good person, I think. Maybe you don't always do the best, but if you're actively trying, you're already further ahead than most people.
That's good. I like it. And the last question I have, what is your favorite childhood memory?
Learning to drive stick in an F-350 Super Cab.
That sounds amazing.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
Terrible.
But
It was
amazing.
in the middle of a cornfield.
Okay, well that's...
It was like my grandfather's super old fucking F-350.
That sounds
Ooh.
amazing.
Bang,
It
fucking
sounds
shake,
painfully
rattle,
amazing.
and roll.
Mm.
It was terrible. It was physically painful to press the clutch.
Yeah.
But it was a good memory. That's what matters.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, I think that will wrap up the lightning round. So, you passed.
As an opinion based.
Yep, all of your
Fine.
questions were correct, so just to let you know.
Oh.
But your answers were wrong.
You failed.
Yeah, all of your answers were wrong.
You're asking the wrong questions, fuckers.
You're right.
I really tried there, actually, to ask the wrong questions.
You did. You did, yeah.
It's true. Alright, Sheldon. Do you have
no.
a D20?
That means
A
a
dice
20-sided
with
dice.
20 sides, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you
Do you
said.
own a
have
D20?
Not anywhere close, I'm sorry.
Okay, could you use a random number generator? With numbers 1 through 20.
Oh,
And then tell me what number you get.
Start at 0.
Or 1 through 20. Because we get 0. I don't have a top at
15.
0. 15. Okay.
Zero's like Catastrophic failure.
You just you stop playing D&D forever. Alright, this is just a simple question for everyone. Are you guys morning showers or night showers?
Both, actually.
Yeah,
Depends
both.
on the day.
Yeah.
On a
So-
typical day.
Okay.
Weekday,
Night shower because I have to leave early.
Morning shower because my hair's a mess.
Yes.
And it needs to be wet to fix it.
Hank, what about you?
Both.
Both?
Usually both.
Okay.
I shower in my morning, which is usually night.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll shower after work because I feel filthy, but I only work like 3 days a week, so
Yeah.
like most of the time it's just morning.
Morning, yeah.
But,
Nathan, what about you?
Weekdays I'm a day shower because school.
Yeah.
Weekends it's pretty variable.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a morning shower. I just am because when I wake up, I shower. That's just sort of what I do. It's just so ingrained in my brain at this point that I don't know how to not do it.
That's fair.
It's like I wake up, I feel like I need to shower. Yeah. All right, that was that topic. That was literally all there was to it. Hank, I'm gonna assume you don't have a D20. Cause
Nah, not here.
yeah. Could you pull up a random number generator?
I don't know, that's a lot of pressure.
I know. We're asking a lot from you this episode.
I got 20, so...
Oh, you got a 20. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a little bit of a longer topic then. I guess it goes inside with the
Yes.
topic that was really short. Now it's longer.
Yes.
All right, so I know that 2 of us are Canadians.
Terrible.
But it's just think of this as applicable to your country. We're gonna go step by step with these. What should the voting age be for your country? I'm just gonna go from top to bottom, kind of deal with this. Sheldon, what do you think the voting age should be?
Are there other age restrictions?
Um,
Is this about
Yes.
other ages?
Yeah.
Okay.
just different categories, I guess.
What do you mean?
No, I'm
Something.
sorry. No, I mean this one is. What do you think? What age should people be able to vote at?
Oh, 18.
18. Yeah, I'm with 18 as well. What do you think, Hank?
I'm fine with 18.
Okay, Mark.
I mean, this is gonna be very boring, but yes, 18.
Okay, no, it doesn't matter if it's boring. It's just consensus kind of thing. Sky.
18.
18. Nathan.
21. A
One.
man should only be able to vote after he's had his first sip of alcohol.
That's,
Yeah, but that's-
That drinking age should be lowered is the real answer to that.
I may be
people-
I may be swayed
it's
for Nathan's
18
actually.
around here, Chris? Or 19 around here?
I
and
believe
18 if you
the
walk
drinking age
far
should
away.
be lowered.
Well, we're not there yet.
It's 18 for us.
Is it?
Yep.
Really should be lowered.
What age what do you say for voting, Chris?
So mine would also be after being allowed to drink and gamble.
But this would be a
however,
different age, right? Then
I'm probably 19 or 20.
okay. Yeah, honestly, I think I might be with Nathan's answer now that I think of it. I might switch. I think I'm switching mine to 21.
Drinking age needs to be lowered.
All right,
You
the
see-
next one we're talking
Okay.
about is the drinking age in your country.
Should be 18.
Sheldon.
Yeah.
What do you think the drinking age should be in your country?
Let's go with 18.
Okay, Hank. What about you?
Maybe a little higher. Maybe 19.
19. Okay.
No, 18 is a good number.
Mark.
I have a reason why 18. Because if you can sign up for the military and go out
Yes.
and die, you should be allowed to drink and vote.
Okay, Scott.
So,
22.
You are really just
Nathan?
the worst kind of person.
The the question is, what do I think the drinking age
Yes.
should be, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 25. I'll explain afterwards, and I'll also talk about why I said 21 for voting earlier.
Okay. And Chris, what about you?
I'm probably gonna go with 9.
19. That's where you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going with 21 as well. Because I completely do understand the idea of someone who's 18 in the U.S. Being able to go to war and not being able to legally have a drink. But I also do believe that there are a lot of 18-year-olds that aren't responsible enough to drink legally.
I agree with you on that. Truthfully, I think they should make it so you can't join the military until you're 21-ish.
Yeah, I mean...
Because mentally, you're not stable enough to
But then how would they
have
price
drugs.
on college
That's
students?
the thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I said 18 instead.
Yeah, but for me,
Yes.
I think 21 is... Because I don't think that... God, I don't think there's a lot of... I've met a lot of 21-year-olds who aren't responsible enough to drink. To be honest.
I agree with you on that. It's just that they also shouldn't be responsible enough to sign themselves up to die.
I mean, that's... The thing about that is it is your choice to sign up for the military.
It's also your choice to drink.
It
though.
is, but no, like, there isn't a person, like, unless, okay, maybe if you come from, like, a military family, there might be someone forcing you to join the military or something, but, there isn't someone forcing you to ever join the military, and drinking is a luxury as well. Yeah, I think 21's fair. To be honest. Nathan, did you want to talk about why you say 25 now, or do you want me to go through my last two?
I'll go ahead and talk about that now.
Okay.
So first of all, the whole me talking about drinking age for like voting earlier was somewhat of a satire. But saying 25 for drinking age is not. It's something I do believe. I did a lot of research on it like last year because it was for government class, and we had to make a bill and propose it and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that alcohol does to your brain, which it wouldn't do if your brain was fully developed, which is around the age of 25. Namely, I remember it severely affects the hippocampus, which is your ability to retain information and memories.
Also, your aggression level.
Yeah, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and it's probably part because I don't understand the appeal of alcohol. Because one, I've not had it, and two, don't really want to. But yeah, it just doesn't seem appealing to me to have it. So I'm going to say early. A lot of people are going to disagree and say that's a long time to wait, but that's what
I mean, I pretty much have the same reasons, but 22 only because, like, you know, most people get out of college by 22.
Yeah.
They finish, like, those 4 years, you know what I mean?
Because, like, legally in college, you're, like, on your way out by 21, for the most part. Like, you're within the last 2 years, about, for most people. I mean, I see the reasoning for 25. I do. I wonder, for when it comes to this topic, if we talked to people who were older, what age they would say now. Because also we are still around the age where this affects us. Where there are people in here who aren't of legal drinking age yet, right? So they would
No, I
really,
get what you mean.
yeah, they would. I don't want to say be biased, but like you would 100% want like it to be lowered for you, you know. But like maybe when someone's a little older, they would have like a different opinion on it. I don't know.
I mean,
So I think
I saw the same research that Nathan said, where like your brain isn't technically fully developed until 25.
Yeah.
But it's the whole thing of like, if it's not fully developed until 25, why are you letting them sign up for the military?
No, that's because our country does that.
I know. That's why I said I would rather. I know that they would never bring the military age up.
No, probably not.
So this would never happen. But if they had a special rule where it's like, if you sign up for the military, then you can drink.
No,
That would
I
just
don't agree with
Every,
that.
you realize that like every kid out of high school would be in the military.
I'm saying that would never work. It's
I
not
know.
a good
Yeah.
idea. I know that. I'm just saying, like, they shouldn't be allowed to sign up for their possible death
Yeah.
if they aren't legally considered mature enough to drink.
Yeah.
If they aren't mature enough to handle alcohol, then they're definitely not mature enough to handle their life.
I mean,
That's just my opinion, and I know they're never going to raise the military age, so I said they should just lower the drinking age because it's not fair.
So, I think, I mean, I'm going to stick with my 19 on this one. I think Nathan raises a really good point, but the reason for 19, yeah, your brain's not fully developed, but it's not about, at 19 you can start drinking. It's about at 19 you get to now choose whether or not you want to drink.
Okay.
So I think 19 over
Drinking
18
loses a lot of
is
its
a better
appeal
age.
when it's no longer forbidden.
At 19 is a better age for someone to make that decision where they can gather the information of, this will have adverse effects if I do it before, say, 25. But you're still enough of an adult, if you're going to ever be enough of an adult, to make that decision.
Do you see, like, I'm with everyone's reasoning here. No one's brought it up at that point.
I disagree with anyone.
Yeah.
How about we
This
just
is
take the
such a
average?
good debate.
Yeah.
Like, no one's angry or anything.
No one's
it's
angry
like-
at each other. It's like,
disrespect.
I agree with you, but
Yeah, no, because, like, everyone makes sense, to be honest. No
Yeah,
one has
sure,
said
no,
a thing
thanks.
where I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot, If someone said, like, 5 years old or something, I would laugh.
dear God.
Um,
But
Sometimes we just need Jordan on the podcast so we can have someone to disagree with.
yeah, I haven't talked to Jordan forever now, actually.
It's because he's sober now.
It's because he's what?
Damn.
Sober now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Uh,
That makes sense. He would only
I
message me when he was
imagine,
drunk.
I imagine sober Jordan wearing like sweater vests and stuff.
No.
Sorry, I'm gonna move on. Alright, what should the legal smoking age be? And this is for cigarettes. Just in case anyone was thinking something else.
25.
Cigarettes should be banned.
Okay.
What the fuck?
We're gonna start at the top again. Sheldon, what do you think?
The same as drinking, 19.
Okay, Hank?
Like 19
Cigarettes should
is,
be
is
banned.
you've reached enough experience points, everything gets unlocked all at once.
That's not how this works.
I do love his reasoning though. It's great. And Hank,
Everything becomes unlocked.
Hank, if you
Like
had
the
to name an
DLC.
age.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I genuinely, I will not name an age for cigarettes because there's nothing good about them. They're only inherently harmful.
Okay. I'll take that then. Mark?
I do agree with his reasoning, but I would actually go with Nathan on at least. Well, Nathan's age on the last one, 25, because the issue is that there are no benefits. Like at least with drinking, you do have more fun, or you can have more fun. I'm not saying you will, but I'm gonna go with 25, and this is as an ex-smoker. I don't think young people should be able to choose something that can be inherently addicting.
Okay. Sky?
See, I want to go ahead and take a stance here and politely call both of you fuckboys when I say that. What benefits does alcohol?
Yeah, I was waiting
Not
for
that
everyone to go
alcohol
to
has
bring that up.
benefits, but it's not as blatantly harmful as cigarettes.
It
Okay, alright,
does
but does it
depend,
matter?
I guess, right? Because there are people who could have one cigarette. There are people who could have one drink. But there are also people who can't on both of them, you know? and they're both inherently, I would say, dangerous in their own regard.
I mean, but the fact of the matter is, if you consistently smoke, you will develop cancer.
You're definitely a lot more likely to, yeah.
Like,
yeah, and
tobacco, I think, what is it? It has like 70 carcinogens just in the tobacco itself. Like,
I don't think anyone's here is like advocating for cigarettes. You know, like.
No, I'm not.
But what Sky is trying to say is that like alcohol is also not good for you. You know, like he's not saying the cigarettes are.
I'm saying alcohol isn't nearly as bad as cigarettes.
So Hydro,
okay. Actually, I'm not.
All right, I want to hear what Chris
I
says.
think it's a real thing that like moderate alcohol consumption can reduce your risk for developing some heart stuff. I think that's a real thing.
Yeah, it also could...
Hang on, I'm gonna Google
I'm pretty sure it could... liver damage is also a thing.
Yeah, that's also a possibility, but I'm just saying, like, in the interest of playing devil's advocate, drinking moderately will not affect your liver.
No. Chris had a thing, though. I want to hear what Chris had to say.
Yeah.
My only issue... You're gonna be really disappointed. My only issue with your argument of people who can't control themselves is the lack of limitations on Lay's potato chips. So,
you know, maybe we'll talk about what the legal age for Lay's potato chips should be.
Some kid eating himself till he's super fat is quite a lot different from smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, cigarettes don't add any calories.
God damn it.
While I'm getting a chance to speak, I'm gonna go with 19 for 19 for this one as well.
Okay.
I don't think there should be a ban on cigarettes because they're terrible for you and you should never smoke. And there's no good reason ever to. However, they aren't inherently damaging short term. Like a smoker can still do a job. And I don't think the government should need to take something like that away from people. They should regulate the actual companies doing it, and maybe try and reduce the number of chemicals put into them. But I think people should still have the choice. If they choose to be dumb, to be dumb. I don't think the government should try and stop that.
Okay. I feel like a few people haven't given their age yet, though. Sky, I don't remember if you gave an age. Did you say?
No, I was going to say 21, just because give him a few more years to be in the real world, see some more experience of other people around them, like who smoke, something like that. 21 for me.
And I know that Nathan didn't get a chance to either.
Yeah, so it's a little bit harder for me to pass judgment. I haven't done as much research on tobacco as I have with alcohol, but I personally am against smoking. As well as alcohol. I don't plan on doing either at my current age.
You'd be a smart boy.
And my problem is with the nature of tobacco, even if it does have some assumptively calming effects to people who do smoke, with nerves and all that, there's really not anything good about it. And so at that point, I start to look at it from an economic standpoint.
Oh, yeah. It's not... So, if you were like, this is also just to go off of your point, Nathan, people who smoke tend to come from lower economic backgrounds, and they just kind of dig their own hole.
Same thing with people who drink.
Yeah. And they can't, because a pack of cigarettes is like $10, I think, right?
7.
7?
Depends on where you are.
Depends on where you are, but roughly 7.
I can get them for $4
really
here, because this place is terrible.
And then the government
you can get like putting $3 pack cigarettes, and those are god-awful.
You can't in Canada.
Then the government starts putting taxes on cigarettes because they're inelastic goods and get more money for putting taxes on them because people who smoke are generally going to buy
the tobacco is one of the largest lobbying forces in our government.
Yeah, like so it would never actually get banned. By the way, I didn't get to name my age yet. Just throwing that out there.
What's your age?
I'm going with 21. I think that no matter where your scale is, I think alcohol and smoking should actually, like Sheldon said, be unlocked at the same time. Because I think when it comes to these things, like I'm down with, like I was still flip floppy on voting age, like where there's 18, 21, maybe even come in between, say 19 or something, give people a little more time to be informed on that. When it comes to smoking, I think it's obviously we all know the negative sides of smoking. I feel like at 21, you have enough time to weigh your options, whether you're going to start smoking or not. I think 21's a fair age for it. Because I feel like, I actually looked this up, and I know in my state, they actually recently changed the smoking age to 21.
Yes.
We are one of 3 states that do it.
Yeah.
The only states that do it are New Jersey, California, and Hawaii.
I will say, I do feel bad for, 20-year-old smokers who are now addicted.
I should have,
Can they still get,
people.
nicotine gum and stuff? Like, is that still...
I'm
so.
sure it's,
I'm sure they can. I doubt that they would.
maybe not.
That
the law includes the sale of all tobacco and electronic tobacco and smoking products.
But that's
nicotine
tobacco, so.
gum
Nicotine gum
might be involved
Different
in
from
that.
tobacco.
No, it has nothing to do with tobacco. It doesn't have any tobacco.
But it's involved in the process, which means it might be.
But the gum is like a method of quitting. I don't see the government not allowing you to have access to it.
If used correctly, it's a method of quitting.
Yeah, because you
Yes.
can use those things to continue your habit. Just throwing this
Well,
out
you don't
there.
get hooked on. You don't
Sorry.
get hooked on tobacco. You get hooked on nicotine.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Different things.
Yeah.
It just so happens that most of our fucking tobacco products contain nicotine.
Yeah.
Because you get hooked on nicotine.
I'll be right back.
There.
So yeah, you're kind of the same.
I'm in the same
as me,
opinion as
just
you.
with a different,
different
age of
group.
trusting people to not be dumb.
I don't trust people at 19.
Well,
I was 19 once. I don't know.
See, me, I'm a huge natural selection.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I am too.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I
I'm
believe in
actually-
natural selection too,
Okay.
but I'm gonna give them a few more years before they kill themselves. You know?
Okay.
I don't know if it came
I
true,
will
but
say, I'm all of a sudden really pissed off at Chris Christie.
Why?
Because when they changed the voting age, they also put forward a bill that would allow it would dedicate 1% of tobacco income to anti-tobacco products,
Yes.
and he vetoed it.
Well, that's because they're lining his pockets.
Obviously, but like 1% of the revenue would be $7 million,
Yeah.
and he vetoed it because you can. It doesn't apply to nicotine gum or anything, but it still pisses me off. Nicotine gum and not nicotine gum, but nicotine patches.
Are those available?
You can call a New Jersey line if you're under 21, and they will give you a 2-week free supply of nicotine patches, with every day getting a lower and lower dose.
I feel like like 5 years from now, those things might be limited to 21.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
just
fine.
for now because they
Yeah.
made
It's
the
a-
change, and they're
that's
going to
just
be
the-
people who.
Because you never, I mean, government likes to fuck us sometimes, so you never know if they're gonna make these things in line together, and just
Yeah.
not care about the people that are 19, 20, and 20, like 19 and 20 who are already addicted to them, and just like, now you gotta suffer for 2 years or a year.
You see, okay, so I was distracted researching, so I didn't really get to say my point.
Do it.
Yeah, go
Okay,
for it.
okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so
I
the
don't care
biggest
that you broke your arm.
the biggest reason is that, truthfully, I understand alcohol has a lot of downsides just as much. My biggest problem with tobacco is that, while yes, anything can be psychologically addicting, tobacco products are physically addicting, and that's why I want to push the smoking age up.
I'm pretty sure that alcohol can be physically addicting too.
But it doesn't have, like, a chemical in it that causes you to crave more.
Okay.
That's
fair, but I mean...
Anything can be addicting.
I was gonna say, there are plenty of alcoholics, right? So,
well, yeah, but it's a, like you said, it's a psychological addictive. It's not something that they're actively, like...
addictive. I mean, like,
we're gonna
you
put
have one cigarette, you want more. From experience.
I mean, I also do kind of... I get that there are, like, chemicals and stuff, but I also do feel like you could have one cigarette and be done. Like, obviously, people can do that.
I've done it.
I mean, same. That's why I'm saying it.
But...
And... I don't know.
But if you have a few more...
Like, yeah. Of course, they're...
I've had a lot more drinks than smokes, and I've felt a bit of pull.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing is that, like, okay, I'll have a drink, and then I can go, like, 4 weeks and not care about if I have another drink or not. If I have a cigarette, and, like, I've had, like, a couple of cigarettes and I've built an addiction, every day I need a cigarette or I feel stressed.
You know what? Yeah, you can do that. I don't think 18, 19-year-olds can. For the most part. They're not, especially if something is psychologically addicting when it comes to alcohol. Going back to, like, your guys' ages. Someone who's 18, 19, even 20, I would say are a lot more likely to fall for something that's psychologically addicting.
Well, the thing is, like, anything can be psychologically addicting.
It can.
Physically addicting.
See, that's what I said, and no one else was...
That's a real thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I said that and no one else
If you go through alcohol withdrawal, you can literally die. Like, if you don't do it safely. It's a real thing.
Same thing with coffee, too.
Not to the same extent.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well...
I'll be right back. I just got ice cream.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, I don't know. We're still going back and forth on the drinking smoking ages, because I don't know when you came back.
Just now.
Okay, yeah.
Alcohol is very much a physical addiction.
Yeah.
I mean, psychologically, yes, that can contribute to it, but it is a physically addictive substance. Hospitals literally have, like, beer that they prescribe if an alcoholic is bad enough going through withdrawals. Because you can die from it.
Damn. I didn't know that exactly, but I thought that it was physically addictive.
That's real.
Yeah. But yeah, cigarettes, like, no one here, just throwing this out there for anyone watching, no one here is advocating, I think, any of these things.
No.
Especially not voting.
Not in my country.
We don't need them voters.
My issue with voting, and I don't know if this age is gonna come up, so, tell me if I'm about to ruin everything. It comes back to driving.
Sorry, I'm coughing. Oh man, I got a really bad cough. Okay. Sorry, were you saying something?
No, so yeah, smoking bad. Don't smoke. Definitely don't vape. Jesus.
Oh, okay. The vaping age should be like.
It's okay to
vape. Nation.
All right, hold up.
Vape voice.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think the vaping age should be like 82.
Killing yourself at the same time.
Vape nation.
When you vape, you have that same, you look like a douche like a smoker, but you're not killing yourself.
Yeah, no, I strongly believe that the vaping age should be like 82. Alright, now Mark's back again, so we can move to the next one, which is driving. And when I say driving, I mean full license with no restrictions here. Because I know that certain, like, states in the U.S. and stuff do, like, different ages for this, but We're talking about a full driver's license, not like when you can first get your permit, but
All right.
full driving license with no restrictions.
I'm rolling in here right away.
Yeah, go for it. We'll go reverse this time. How about that?
About full license, no restrictions. I'm talking about every tier of this. This breaks everything because I cannot trust you to vote at the age of, I don't know, 16. You make shit decisions, and so you shouldn't be trusted to vote. However, I don't think you should be restricted to starting driving at the age of 19, but there are a lot of vehicle and driving related laws that come very much into voting, and the whole system is broken at that point, and I have no solution. Thank you.
Okay, since we're going reverse order, we're going to go Nathan next for this one.
I don't know. I don't see a problem with the current rules, honestly.
What's the rules in your state? Because I know states differ.
It is...
Because in New Jersey, it's 18 for your full license.
Like 15
permit.
In 6 months, you can get your permit.
Right? Okay.
And then, like, you have to have, like, the 50 hours with that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And you have to hold it for however long, and it's, what, like, 16, you can get your license, I think.
So what age do you think, like, full license then?
I don't know. I mean, 18 sounds good.
18. Chris, you said 16, I think? Is that... what did you say? What did you say? I can't remember, actually. Just completely
I said that I can't really determine...
Oh, so yeah,
age.
so you don't have one, is what you're saying.
I can't determine an age against voting. So if you bring the fact that there's a voting age into it, then I have an issue. Otherwise, I think 16 or 17 is fine for starting.
For driving, yeah.
And I'm all right with... our rules are pretty... There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I don't really like the whole... you can get your license earlier if you go through a licensed driver's ed. Mostly because the licensing for driver's ed is pay us money.
Yeah, that sounds a bit correct.
And there are lots of people who can teach someone how to drive just fine without being, trained driver's ed instructors. There are a lot of trained driver's ed instructors that suck. Anyways, our system is you can write...
I'm gonna dip out. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Hey, bye.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Thank you for coming on.
Though I might note, same system as Nathan, and I agree with it. It works. I don't want to break it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
User disconnected from your channel.
So ours is 16. You can write the test, and then you can drive with a co-driver with a whole bunch of restrictions, and not on a highway.
All right.
And then, which I don't like that one so much. Mostly because the safest driving you do is generally on a highway. Yes, you're going faster.
Yeah, I'm actually with you on that. Yeah.
Doubly wide lanes and all of this shit, and it's if you want to fall asleep at the wheel, do it on a highway and nowhere else.
Yeah, well, you can't... I would argue that if you fall asleep at the wheel on a highway, you can't hurt any dogs.
Yeah.
So, fine, do it there.
Yeah.
Residentially, dogs might be in danger, so don't you fucking dare. Alright, I've said my piece. Okay, we're good. Oh, by the way, I'm having an Arnold Palmer.
Let's
delicious.
Go. Let's go.
Someone's getting turned. So
legal age for Arnold Palmer, 1.
Why not 0?
I don't think some babies can handle this, man.
Some real hardcore stuff.
It's some hardcore stuff, man. Okay, so
I think what is it? If you do driver's ed, you can get your B2, which is the second tier of license, and sort of your halfway at
6 months after.
6 months? Yeah. Which is a bit quick considering your G2 is, like, I went, I think, 3 or 4 years with my G2 because there was no real reason other than insurance to upgrade.
Yeah.
And the test for getting your G2 is a fair bit easier than your test for getting your G, in theory. I failed my G2, didn't fail my G.
There are also no restriction differences?
There are.
In the first 2 months or something.
There's less now. There's certain things about, like, driving with people not directly related to you under a certain age after certain hours.
But all of it gets stripped off after, I think, 3 months.
I don't believe that one does. You could be right though. So I didn't realize this, but I guess our system's very similar to just. Okay. Yeah. No, that's done.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say Sky. What age?
18.
18.
Keep it the same.
Okay. Mark.
I agree. Just because I feel like you should get a high school education, and if you don't want to go to college, then you should be allowed to drive to a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
with
fair.
no restrictions.
I'm with 18 as well. Just gonna throw that there. Because
Yeah,
because you don't necessarily need to drive to high school. I mean, and you can with a provisional license, though. Like that's the thing too. Like, but full license 18. I think 18's fine. And Sheldon, what do you think, my boy?
I think that you should get your first class of license at 17, finish full unrestricted by 19.
Okay.
But you should have to retake your test maybe every 4 or 5 years. Because there are too many people who can't drive.
So my issue with that is, Sheldon, would you say, and go ahead and be as brutally honest as you want to be, would you say I am not a terrible driver?
No, you're not a terrible driver.
Would you say I'm
Your driving style is unique.
fair. I'm not at risk of having any accidents or anything like that, most likely. That would involve other people.
I would say if you were to get into an accident, or even myself, it would most likely be fault. Maybe like 94%. It was somebody else.
So like the only way I can see me being at fault in this accident is because I was doing something in which the other person panicked and then did something stupid to cause the accident.
Yeah.
Say, drifting around a corner and they don't know how to react to that and they decide to swerve into my lane. But my issue there is I failed one of the driving tests.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't mean like I said tests, but I don't really mean that. Like the tests don't really
show enough.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, that was my main issue, is just like we can test as much as we want, but some reasonably not bad drivers don't pass, and a lot of terrible drivers who can't deal with any situations pass. I have a cousin who failed their final G on their first attempt, and they failed it because an ambulance came down the street and they pulled over to the wrong side of the road to get out of the way. Which I don't think is that big of a deal, but I can see more what the driving instructor would have seen, which is that my cousin would have full-on panicked when there were flashing lights and wouldn't have been able to make any decisions. And it's very rare you'd get that opportunity in most driving tests to realize that this person shouldn't be driving. What I was finally going to get to is we allow you to get your full license at like 19 or 18 or something like that. But once you get your full license, you need to have it for at least a year and be over, I think, 20 or something like that in order to be the other person in the car for someone who has their first level permit.
Yeah, for us, you have to...
Unless they changed it recently, you have to be driving for 5
Yeah,
years.
ours is 5 years.
Okay.
You have to have 5 years of driving experience in order to be in a car with someone who has their permit. Which is
and
the
then
base level for us.
The other one, and the more important one, is you need your full G license, and you need to be over the age of 21 to have any blood alcohol level whatsoever.
They changed that
0.
one recently.
Fucking hell.
They changed all the rules on Christmas. He's trying to make a point.
No, really?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's dumb.
Alright, well, I will say that I feel like 18 is like the consensus here. Sheldon, I think, said 19, but
I think 18 with some kind of a drinking clause.
oh yeah, like if you're found out to have any, to be honest, if you're 18, and I mean in the U.S. right now, the drinking age is 21. There's like no changing that. If you're 18 and you have alcohol in your system, that's no
Yeah, so you guys are fine on that.
Yeah.
But for us, like the drinking ages,
yours is what is your drinking age? Is it 18 or 19?
it's 19 in our province.
Okay, but it's different
And it is
in provinces. Right?
18 in both the neighboring provinces.
Oh, so when you're 18, you go to the neighboring provinces to have a good time.
And here's the thing.
For us, you could walk to the next province.
Oh.
or bus.
Do they do a thing where I assume no, but knowing that you're from another province, could they turn you down? Knowing your drinking age?
Nope.
No, they can't do that.
Nope.
Okay, I didn't know.
And
because the
mine
US
is
is
something
one
like
flat rate, so.
Mine is something like driving. If you go to the 18 area and get completely hammered and then come back to the 19 area and just roam around completely hammered, the only thing you can get is maybe like a public intoxication charge, but you can't get anything for being underage.
No.
Because you can just be like, oh, I was in the other province. It's like, oh, that's legal.
Yeah.
Stuff like that was always like a weird gray area, right? Because it's like, I know in the U.S. it's if you buy legal marijuana in a state and go to a state where it's illegal, you can be trialed for like as far as it can go for having marijuana on you. Like you can't buy marijuana and then bring it. You know, like I assume it's the same thing when it comes to alcohol for you guys. Like I feel like if an 18-year-old got caught with alcohol in their possession while you're in the 19 zone, they could get in a lot of trouble, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of trouble to be had with underage ownership of alcohol, but there is a little bit of trouble to be had, and you can be had with that.
Okay, because I mean, I guess I don't know how far they would go with you drinking underage, but like
the most that I've heard of is just confiscation.
It's usually just confiscation,
and
but
the
then
cops
again,
drink the beer at the station. Yeah.
For small amounts of marijuana, confiscation is
and
the same.
The cops smoke the joint at the station.
We don't say that. The beer one, yes.
It's like I'm not willing to confirm nor deny any of these things. Man.
I'm not at
I am not at liberty to
confirm or deny blatantly known facts.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna say those are the only things I had like ages for. Because other things like marijuana and stuff, they're not legal in enough places to even have a debate about what age yet.
I don't know,
Okay,
man.
can I have an age for something to bring up?
Yeah.
The age at which you can use a microphone for online gaming, or even online presence.
20. No, I'm fucking no.
82.
Yeah, 82. I only want to hear the oldest of people. No, I don't.
Nah, you see that one? I don't really have an opinion on.
5.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go with like 21 or maybe 19.
You know, I think microphones,
for public lobby,
drinking and smoking should all be the same age. I'm gonna put my foot down. No.
I'm gonna say like 18 for public lobby and like 12 for private, like TeamSpeak lobby.
I would say maybe 16 for public.
No, it doesn't matter, dude.
And no restriction for private.
Dude, like, I would rather someone in my CS game be 10 years old and call out that there's 2B, and then them not say anything. So, just throwing that out there.
There should just be binds for callouts.
Yeah, or you can just learn to type real fast.
Yeah, this is helping them get jobs. Sheldon, I would personally think, like, maybe, for certain games, I would allow, say, 8 to 14. But I still think we really need to restrict, like, 15, 16, and 17, because they're all assholes.
Okay, maybe it can be...
They just learned what
I was just saying, really, do you know how old Nathan is?
Come on, man.
This is private chat. It's fine. He's allowed.
Oh, man. Nathan's over here like, what the fuck is going on?
On that point,
no, I would be like,
I don't really
have...
I don't think that there should be an age for mics.
No, there shouldn't be. Sheldon's a fucking troll. That's what this topic is.
No, you walk into a computer store and you try to buy a mic. And where's your ID?
Where's your ID?
Well, I'm 15. You don't have an ID in this province when you're telling you're 16.
That's my favorite with like T and M games.
With that, you have to literally have like a parent come with you and be like, "Hey,
yeah,
they can get this because I said so."
Yeah. I remember. I think I've told this story a few times. When I first was, I think M games is 17. You can be 17 and buy them.
Yeah.
So I walked into GameStop when I was 17. Bought an M game. I don't even remember what game it was, but I bought it with the sole thing of wanting them to card me, and then so I could show them my ID, and they didn't.
They don't fucking care.
Tony, you tend to look older.
I know. It's the
you tend to have one of the older faces.
Yeah. So just what can I do?
Although, in that logic, Nicole should never have been allowed to drink alcohol. So
yeah, Nicole looks like she's 5 years old, and Ryan, if you watch this, hi. But yeah, no, Nicole looks young, and like she doesn't get carded, like ever. So
I think maybe the logic is no one this young would be trying to fake it. So
no one this young has this big balls. Oh man. But that actually reminds me of a story. When this was when my dad was like, I want to say like in his 30s or something. He didn't have his ID on him, and he wanted to buy cigarettes, and they wouldn't sell him cigarettes. And it's like, how old do you think I am? And then my dad's younger brother, my uncle, bought him cigarettes, and he's like, do you realize you sold cigarettes to my younger brother? I am older than he, and he would not sell me cigarettes. But yeah, it's
fun times.
stuff like that, this makes you want to live. It's like when people are like around 70 miles per hour and they put the car in R for race car.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good time. They broke a lot of things. Anyways, hey Mark, do you have a dice with 20 sides on it that you would be willing to roll and tell me what number you land on?
14.
So the answer is yes? Okay.
No, Tony.
No,
the answer
okay.
is not yes.
I'll wait.
You answered a different question than he asked.
Alright.
I did. I was jumping the gun a bit,
I feel like I might be able to... Maybe do I want to guess these things for people? I feel like I could guess it for a few people. But the topic is, what is your most played game? Chris, it's Chris Minecraft. Clearly.
I'm not playing Minecraft. I'm playing Minecraft right now.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
Come on, you should know mine.
Yours is Armor 2, Sky? Or is it Armor 3?
Dang.
Armor 3.
It was a 2-year hiatus. You didn't see me for years.
Yeah, you're right. It was Armor 3. I don't know what Nathan's would be. Because I feel like Gary's mod might be up there. Oh, Nathan, what's yours?
Opening Steam now.
Yeah. Mine's obviously Counter-Strike. There's no if and or but.
Oh
yeah.
god, yeah.
Mark, is yours League of Legends?
I wish I could check my hours in League.
If you had to guess.
Yeah.
I'd actually say CS:GO probably
Really?
is more.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your league name?
Don't miss your mark.
What?
Oh, there's a thing you can look up, I think, and it might actually tell you.
Yeah.
We might.
I'll send you the link right now.
And you could actually see how long you played. Wasted on League of Legends!
Great.
Oh my god. I'm curious, Mark. I'm gonna check mine.
That's a good question.
It's in chat.
Oh, it's definitely League.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, so in CS I have, I think, over 300 hours. 536 on League.
Yeah. What is mine? Oh, I have a big number on League, guys. I have a whopping 32 hours. Oh man. Apparently I could have read 5 books in that time. I don't think I could have read 5 books in a time. Yeah. Anyways, Sheldon. God, it's probably some trolly game. Or it might be Counter-Strike. Is it Counter-Strike, Sheldon?
Okay, so it is Counter-Strike, but I would like to point out
Okay.
I racked up all of that Counter-Strike time only with my current internet.
Yep.
That is unfortunately true.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
It is 750 hours.
So, oh, okay.
What's up, Mark?
Okay. So this is impressive because they also have a top 10 list of the top 10 most played people in League.
Okay.
Number 1 for North America is 13,500 hours.
That's a lot.
Here's the real kicker. He hasn't been on League in like 6 months.
Oh. Well,
Man.
I could tell you that there's professional players in Counter-Strike that have similar hours.
Yeah.
But, here's the kicker. They're professionals.
I'll be right back.
Alright, did I knock? No, I think... Did I guess everyone's?
What about
Oh, wait,
Hank?
Nathan, did you see yours?
Okay, so
It's...
there's a bit of a problem
Okay.
with my League of Legends time, right? It's 901 hours on the account that I'm currently using.
Did you use multiple accounts?
I had another account that I had been playing on for I played on in, elementary, middle
so
school.
It's definitely League of Legends then, right?
It's probably League of
Yeah.
Legends. But I do have 1,434 on
Gary's mod.
Gary's
Yeah,
mod.
so close second,
it's
probably.
probably League of Legends.
Yeah. My second is definitely Gary's mod, I would say. And then third is probably Mass Effect series. But alright, so yeah. I like to think I was pretty close with everyone when I
think we have a very diverse friend group.
Yeah, most of us yeah, no, surprisingly only 2 of us are most hours are in Counter-Strike. I expected it to be a little bit more for some reason.
For someone who doesn't
in
have
League.
the balls to play on real servers, my Rust is getting up there.
Oh yeah, Rust could honestly be there soon for you.
My current Rust playtime is 427 hours.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. And then Hank, I'm gonna look at Hank's Steam profile. I want to say it's either Armor 2 or Counter-Strike. I'm gonna go Counter-Strike. But Armor 2 and Gary's mod are possibly close. second and third.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Counter-Strike. Let's see. It is Counter-Strike. Yeah. See,
I'm gonna be right back.
yeah, okay. One thing is I don't know if when he played Arma 2 it was recorded on Steam though, because he only has like a very little amount of hours in Arma 2, and I know Arma 2 is like his favorite game. So you probably had more hours in that. But like CS Arma 2 for him. I want to say that Jacob's. If I had to guess, Jacob, I think it is Counter-Strike, but Team Fortress 2 is really close for him. Now I'm just curious to see what friends I have the most hours and things. Oh god, what is Jacob's current name? Jeez, he changes it every day.
Starts with an A, I think.
I think he changed it though, because I looked at A and I didn't see it.
I can pretty well promise I am the top
it is.
in
It is Ace too. No, it's Dixby. God damn it, Jacob.
Dixby flopping.
Yeah, he changes his name to Dixby flopping.
God damn it.
Oh, it is Counter-Strike, barely. Wow, his is close between, it's within, like, 80 hours between CSGO and TF2. But I will throw out there, he's been playing CSGO for a lesser time period than TF2, so definitely CS. Who else am I curious? I know, like, Asian Derek is 100% Counter-Strike. Chance is definitely Counter-Strike. Who else comes on this podcast? Steve is probably maybe like a Battlefield or something. I don't actually know.
Kyle is Counter-Strike.
Kyle is definitely Counter-Strike, yeah. Oh no, Kyle's League, I would think. Kyle's definitely League.
Kyle's definitely
Yeah.
League.
Maybe.
No, 100%
Far and
League.
away. He has a $700 statue in his house of a League character.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. His is League.
No. Kyle might be WoW.
Kyle's is WoW, I think.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that wouldn't probably make it on the podcast anyway, but I want to know what Kyle's is. I'm curious. I'm going to message him. What his most played
figure that
game
shit out.
is. Yeah, because I'm like, it's not CS. It's definitely League or WoW. Because I know he played League at the same time he played WoW, but I don't know which it is.
Yeah.
I think
Sure, it's WoW.
it's got to be WoW. Just because he spent a lot of time on it.
If I think of overall ever, it might actually be Modern Warfare 2.
Could be.
Because I wasted my entire middle school on that game.
That's fair.
I think it's out like 2.5 years, and by the way, I was like majorly depressed at the time, so like I didn't do homework.
You did.
And I literally went to school, came home, and played video games.
Yeah.
Mainly COD Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, it might be then. It's close.
It might
modern
be that.
PC is League. On PC, it's League for you. We'll say that.
Yeah.
I have pretty generic games as my like top 3 or so, but it gets weird.
Yeah, my top. I don't want to pass this like my top, like on Steam. At least it's CS, then Gmod. I don't know what the hell the third would be.
My favorite is my third most played game on Steam, which is Tires.
Yeah, I have a few like 10, 15-hour games, or what should be 10 or 15-hour games that are definitely in my top 5.
My
like
top
85 hours on My Summer Car is
yeah,
and 146 hours on Spin Tires. Those are actually Beam is over 200 hours.
Wow.
So
I only have 70 hours in Beam, and it's not even complete. It's just like a tech demo.
Yeah, game's still a tech demo. I've got 207 hours in it.
My top 5 make sense for me. It goes CS, Gmod, Rocket League, PUBG, and Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, those make sense.
6 is actually GTA. Tabletop and GTA 5 are a 1 hour difference. So depending on what we play next out of those games, the 5th slot's gonna change. it's funny to see, like, so it is 9th, but, like, Blacklight Retribution's on here, and I haven't played Blacklight Retribution in, like, 4 years. Chris, you'd be happy to know that Rust is 7th.
Let's go.
Yeah.
How is Rust? How many hours do you have in Rust?
37.
Okay, yours drops off pretty quickly.
Oh,
like,
it goes... So,
Sheldon.
do you want to know my numbers? I'll tell you guys. I don't have any pity. So, CSGO is 2,692. Gmod is 1,262. Rocket League is 230, so you see there's a cliff it goes down. PUBG is 107, and then Tabletop is 97, GTA 5 is 96, and then Rust is 37. But this is PC, and I have 29 hours of Mass Effect 2 on PC. I have... Mass Effect as a whole is by... It might even be second, if I'm being honest. Because I played through all of the games, like, I want to say at least 5 times. Mass Effect 2, I probably played like 10 times. Honestly speaking. It's kind of upsetting. But I love it. Yeah. There's that.
Yeah, mine doesn't...
Are you in your top couple?
Sorry?
We're doing our top couple games?
Oh, it wasn't like a topic or anything, but I was just curious because we started naming them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I've played Arma 3 over 3 times as much as my second most played game.
Really?
3.1k hours in Arma.
Wow, okay.
Garry's Mod has 989.
Okay. Wow, you have more hours in the game than I do.
Yeah. No, Arma 3 was wow.
And I'm like, wow, you played Garry's Mod a lot.
Yeah, it's actually surprised me. I'm looking
Where's CS on yours? Is that 3rd then?
3rd.
Yeah.
3rd, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at your list now.
Sieges.
Rainbow Six is 4th, GTA 5, then PUBG. You have more hours in a lot of games than I do.
Yeah.
I think our PUBG hours are actually really close. I think I have like 101, and you have 108.
I'm surprised with that, because I can barely run that
I
shit,
don't play it anymore, to be honest. And
yeah.
What was it, after that one experience with me, you're done?
Yeah, that was the last time I played. I think maybe I played with you and Steve once after that. But, you play that game to have fun. I played PUBG, and instead of killing the people that killed Sheldon, I basically just walked up to him and, like, tapped them real fast. Not kill him. I just kind of stood on him. And then followed them until we got, like, 8th place or 7th place. So, yeah.
Smooth.
I could have killed, like, 3 people, but I chose to not. But yeah, no, I like PUBG, but I don't like playing PUBG, like, by myself, to be honest. And most of the time when people are playing PUBG in this TeamSpeak, there's already 4. So I'm like, well, even if I wanted to play. But yeah, there was a little bit where I like PUBG more than Counter-Strike, to be honest. But that's gone. I know they apparently fixed the cheating, but it was bad in PUBG.
Yeah, the cheating's a lot better now.
Yeah. I feel like a scorn lover
Much
though.
better at hiding it.
So I'm just kind of over. Chris, you know what I did yesterday? It wasn't on PC, so you might not be as proud of me. But with my girlfriend, her sister,
You're
and
gonna
her
say
boyfriend,
Minecraft,
we
aren't you?
played Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah.
So, pro tip, if it's not on PC,
Yeah.
and it is vanilla,
Yeah.
maybe don't mention it to me.
I'm gonna mention it to you anyway.
All
Break
right.
your heart just a little bit.
I'm gonna
What
think
are
of
you
you as
mentioning?
less of a person for
Playing
that. That's fine.
vanilla Minecraft to Chris.
Good
I
on you.
can't
You
do
should
that.
play a real game, like an adult.
Hey man, they were playing it and they're like, "Do you want to play?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah, no, the wrong answer.
I'm just gonna sit there and not. Okay.
That was the wrong answer. I have a controller right beside me. It's an Xbox One controller that's skinned as a creeper, and it will never be used for Minecraft. Because that's wrong.
It's wrong.
I don't have enough keys on the keyboard as it is.
Well, you should play with multiple controllers, a flight stick, and a keyboard.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I would honestly love to see you do that.
Screw it. You should just play with a bunch of bananas.
A lot of bananas.
Yeah. I don't see the problem here. Do you really see a problem here?
Wait, was it bananas that they used for those speedruns, or was it another fruit?
I don't know. I don't know what speedruns you're referring to.
I want it to be bananas, Sheldon. Don't break this.
I have seen people play Counter-Strike with bananas, so
I'm impressed. I mean, unless you're talking about the 5-7 monkey business that has a banana on it, and it's kind of like you're shooting a banana.
That is a good point. I didn't think of that, but no.
You know what I need in my life? I need a weasel on my main account.
Get one. They're great. Love holding a weasel in my
your hand
for the first round.
Yeah. I have a weasel. It's something like field tested on one of the Smurfs. So I get happy when I get to play on that Smurf.
So why not just trade it?
Well, I traded to the Smurf, and I think it's one of the Smurfs that I don't control the email for, and I don't remember which one it is.
Oh, rip.
I think it's I think it's the Hank one that Hank let me use a long time ago, and it's there.
Question for Sheldon.
Yeah.
Do you know of a website where I can see the value of my CS:GO skins library, but more importantly and much more hard to find, the value of my Rust skins? Because unfortunately I have too many of those.
Just tally it up yourself. Actually, I think the Steam inventory plugin tells you all that when you go into your Steam library on a web browser.
I'm just gonna Google it in a bit.
If you have like the Chrome plugin Steam inventory helper, it tells you all those things for every game. But I think there was something weird about that add-on, and I removed it. Can't remember what it was, so maybe I don't advise using it. I remember I think maybe we wanted too much information or something.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. You should just have to give a Steam ID. You shouldn't have to log into any of it.
Yeah.
I can sort by value. Oh, I found something where I can sort by value and list everything.
There you
go. So that will make things easier to.
Yeah, Chris. So how do items in Rust work? Like, how do you get them? Are they all drops or randomly?
Items or skins or what are we talking about here?
4 items.
So basically, when you're in the crafting menu to craft an item,
yeah,
you have the option of your skins.
Yeah.
And then that will skin that item. And then if you say find an AK and you have an AK skin, you'll find the AK with whatever skin it has on it, which will probably be the default. And then you go to a repair bench and you put it in, and you can select a new skin and paint it.
Okay, because I can't sell them. Oh, wait a second. Is that why? I just realized, because I have frog boots, and because you gave me frog boots when I played with you recently.
So no, frog boots
and
you get...
I'm just realizing, I just read the description.
you get frog boots for owning
Rust during early access.
Yeah. Me giving you the items in game, they're just the skinned items. So it's not, you don't so much have the skins, you have the ability to skin something as that.
Okay, cool. Because I have a beanie. It's a red beanie hat. I have a multicam jacket. I have a green jacket. I have a blue t-shirt, and then I have snow camo pants. Living it up over here.
I don't have snow camo pants.
Oh, look at that. I guess who's winning? It's you. You're winning. Yeah, it's definitely you.
Hey, none of these are as expensive as I expected them to be.
I mean, you have a lot of items that are over $1. Meaning,
You're not.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. So.
You're not wrong.
$150 worth of Rust stuff.
Where's the total? What?
195 total Canadian. Above the filter.
I see. 131 total US. Jesus Christ. What have I done?
All of the things.
My CS inventory is worth 176, which is hardly any more considering I've got $71.09. God damn it.
I love that.
I'm gonna go cry, guys. Fine.
I want to see what my inventory is worth on here. So I'm gonna look that up real fast. I don't actually want to know, but I'm curious. So we'll see in a minute. Once I can do the thing. Okay.
Oh man, it hurts to look at my CS inventory in Canadian dollars.
Yeah, mine. My inventory is worth $265. Oh boy.
That's not. I mean, that's not.
I mean, it's
too
not
expensive, right?
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll say that. All right. On that note, I'm gonna end the podcast here, everyone. Everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for being on. This has been episode 217 of Background Noise. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Goodbye.
Bye!
Bye!